What's up everyone, and today we've got a really special mead to try. We've got Lyme Waking the Demon. Now this I am very excited about. It's named after a song by Bullet for My Valentine. You'll see at the top there it's got Bullet for My Valentine, Waking the Demon, Honey Mead. It's 14.5%.
It's a strong, one. It is a strong one.
Sweet and moorish with rich, deep honey flavours. Serve at room temperature. Produced by, I'm calling it Lyme Winery, but it could be Lyme. It's Lyme.
Yeah, it could be Lyme or it could be Lyme. We did taste some of their other meads in a video not so long ago. Go and check that out. They had a really fantastic standard mead, and some of their flavourings, if you remember correctly from watching them videos, the smell was incredibly intense in a good way. Like remember they had the cherry one.
The cherry one was good.
The smell was amazing, and the taste wasn't as potent as the smell, which in my opinion was very good.
Yeah.
This is a winery. It's not a meadery. So they specialise in a varied amount of different types of drinks, which makes me believe that this is more industrial produced than something like Y Valley, Hive Mind, I should say, which is two brothers making it with their own honey.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know how they work in the background, but with it being a winery that sells many different drinks, my presumption is they went into mead with more of an industrial, we know what we're doing, let's get straight into it type of thing.
Maybe we need to visit them and see how they do.
I think we should totally visit them. Do you want to crack it open?
Definitely. Look at the bottle though. The
label's brilliant.
With like a honeycomb skull.
Yeah.
With horns. That's
very
so cool.
Impressed with the presentation of these bottles. Very, very much wine bottles.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, compared to Hive Mind, or what was the other one with that lad on the mead?
The
what was his bottle called? Celestial Orchard, that was it. Them bottles are definitely more spirit-esque, you could say, like spirit-style bottles, which I like. But I also like this style as well because it's got a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I could present this to my dad, who drinks mostly wine, and he would be more comforted than if I presented him with like a Hive Mind bottle. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so
it's darker.
Definitely darker. The clarity is fantastic.
Yeah. It's like a mustier sweet smell.
It is. There's definitely a bit more of like a darker honey. Can we give it a taste?
Yeah. It's sweeter.
It is very sweet, actually. Way sweeter than I expected. That's definitely been back sweetened quite a bit. That is really tasty.
Yeah.
To say it's 14.5% is pretty mind-blowing considering how sweet that tastes, because it tastes like as sweet as like a Copperberg with a cider. And you can't taste the alcohol really at all with it. And
it's so smooth.
14.5%.
And the aftertaste is still sweet. Like you come away from it and then you get like another note of like just more sweetness.
Yeah. I'm very impressed with that. It makes me wonder what they back sweetened it with, because when I taste it, I get the hints of honey.
Oh my god.
But honey isn't the overall sweetness of it. It seems like it's sweetened with other stuff.
Maybe, but it doesn't really say anything on the back to say what they put it with. But I'm a huge fan of this.
It's really good. It's very sweet. It's definitely a slower drinking drink. I couldn't...
Yeah,
the whole bottle would probably make you a little bit sickly.
Yeah, you couldn't do a whole bottle in one night, but you could definitely have a couple of glasses of this.
Yeah.
Like I want another glass of that.
Yeah, I could definitely drink this around a campfire in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great bottle to crack open, tell some stories. Not that we're hinting at any possible videos in the future. But that's a very good bottle. What would you give it out of 5 bloody hells? What would you give it?
Again, we've only really been given like 4s, 3.5s out of 5.
Yeah.
Just because we wanted a bit of room to, you know, find anything that was like, oh my god, that's really good.
Yeah. I think the highest we both scored was Hive Mind's basic mead, wasn't it? Like their traditional mead.
Honey mead. That was a 4.
Yeah.
Which is the highest, but we also wanted to give that little bit of room.
For something that would blow our mind. So what would you give it, bloody hells, out of?
I'd give this a 4.2.
Ooh, really?
I prefer it.
Wow.
I think that just the smoothness of it, the sweetness of it, I don't know, I really love it. Plus, it's the whole package, like, It's lovely and sweet, it's smooth, it tastes good. It's not overly sickly, but you couldn't have too much of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've got the cool fact that it's, you know, Bullet for My Valentine, Waking the Demon.
The vibe of it's
The
really
vibe's
cool.
really cool, yeah.
I do. Is that you solid down a 4.2? Bloody hells.
Yeah, I'd give it more, but again, I want to give room for others to come along and like be like, oh my god, have you tried this?
Yeah, I agree. Well, let me give you my perspective. I love the colour. I love that it's like a darker caramel-esque colour. It definitely reminds me more of honey than something that's a bit brighter. Here's our bottle that we just bottled for our second batch. The colour difference is
crazy.
Is shocking. Obviously, the clarity is much different. The sweetness of the smell, I think, is definitely very honey traditional mead-esque, but when you taste it, it's back sweetened so much, and I feel like I'm wondering if it's back sweetened with something that's not honey, because it's almost as if the initial taste is honey, but then the aftertaste is sweet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like it's not a honey sweet, but
it like,
it's like
trails
a sugar
off
sweet, yeah.
a bit sugary. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I think it's the best sweet mead we've had, but I feel like I'm more of a traditional mead.
Yeah,
than
like a wine kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 bloody L's out of 5, but I mean it's still phenomenal. Like, I wouldn't say that this is a bad drink by any means, and I could happily drink this in the afternoon and have a glass or two. And 14.5%, wow.
It's going to get you hammered.
It's going to get you hammered quick. Well, that's it. Bullet from My Valentine Lyme Winery's mead, honey mead. It's a sweet and moreish with rich, deep honey flavours, and it certainly had that. Check this out if you haven't already. I have seen it in a grocery store in Glastonbury when I was down there recently. They did have this bottle, although I didn't pick it up at that point. So you can find it in certain stores, but more importantly, check out their website if you want to buy yourself a bottle. We have done other tastings of Lyme Winery's mead before, and they're all really good. So if you want to check them out, we'll leave a link down below to their website. Definitely go and have a little cheeky peek at their stuff. Anything before we leave?
No, I'm going to take this.
Yeah. Take it if you want. Other than that, comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Any interaction in the comments is much more appreciated than you would imagine, because it helps with the algorithm and get our videos noticed, and we really enjoy your comments. If you want to get a hold of us, follow us on Dreadnought Meadery on Instagram. That's the best place to DM us if you really want to talk to us personally. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Your glass is empty.
I know. Shouldn't toast on an empty glass. Apparently.
Wow.
Isn't it nice?
That's unreal.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it was harsh for 3.5.
Yeah. Waking the Demon!